welcome to your new hot seat.
Well,
are you loving it?
I'm funning it.
Well, you're funning it.
I'm already funning
so
it.
You're like a duck, very good on the outside, and then you're pedaling hard.
Absolutely.
Welcome. But it's fun. Once you get into your groove, I'm sure you'd love it.
Certainly. But it's unfortunate we didn't bring. I thought Smart was supposed to have given us the football so we can
do our own soccer
exactly live on TV.
Then I can challenge you.
Well,
girl power.
Yeah,
you would have been surprised. You'd have been surprised at what I can do with the football.
Absolutely. And talk about football. I guess a lot is happening.
It's that Road to Brazil 2014, and today will be at 11 p.m. Ghana time. We'll be playing South Korea.
Yeah.
In our final friendly.
You want me to predict?
In fact, you have brought yourself. Since you have brought yourself, you predict.
You know, someone told me that that match is needless.
Needless.
Yeah, we should rather concentrate on the bigger ones that we're going to face.
Exactly.
Portugal,
but I was also trying to find out on social media if perhaps we should be looking at Kwesi Appiah playing with a starting 11 against USA, you know, and then we can see the weaknesses and everything. But hey, he's Appiah. Whatever he does, we just have to sit and watch. And 24 million
coaches,
and you have to just zip it and then let him do his job.
All right, over to you.
Thank you. Wherever you are, welcome to JN Interactive. My name is Maya Toure.
Oh, man.
Final leg, if you can call it that, before we enter Brazil properly and then play against USA in our opening match. But before then, I'll announce all the social media tools that you need to get in touch with the show. You would find us on facebook.com/joynews-on-TV. Like our page and comment on all the posts we put there. Would amplify your voice by sharing what you're sharing with us with the rest of the world. At Joy News on TV, at JN Interactive GH, at MN Toure. 3 Twitter handles ready to retweet your thoughts and share what you're sharing with us with the rest of the world. Join News IM at multitvworld.com. That is our email address. If you have any comments, any concerns, any contributions, you can email us and we'll be sure to deal with it. 054010999009. That's our WhatsApp number. Send us your WhatsApps and we will also share it with the rest of the world. And JN Interactive is where tech meets news to set the agenda. So the senior national team, the Black Stars of Ghana, will play their final friendly game ahead of Brazil 2014 World Cup against their South Korean counterparts tonight, and that's at 11 o'clock p.m. Many believe it is a make or break game for coach Kwesi Appiah and the changes he will be making. On JN Interactive tonight, I'd like to know if you think Coach Appiah should use his starting 11 against the USA for today's friendly. And also, as a spectator, would you be concentrating more on the team's performance or just results? And since our opening game is against the USA on June 16, I'd like to take you on a journey, a very nostalgic one, if I can call it that, for that matter, to our World Cup game against the USA in the round of 16, when we send them packing. Take a look at this.
Just hitting the target. Ricardo Clark losing the ball. Kevin Prince Boateng here. The Portsmouth man just keeps coming and coming. Oh, what a start for Ghana. The Black Stars lead with 5 minutes played. And the African continent celebrates. What a mistake. Clark in midfield. Just here, gets caught. Boateng has a lot to do. 2 yards inside the US half. Attacks this last defender. Strike is low inside that near post. In the corner. Great start for Ghana. There's the former president, Bill Clinton, lending his support to the men in the Stars and Stripes today.
And Gian, number 3, up top. It's Failhaber. Onside was Garvin. Never did get to him though. This was a difficult bounce for the American defence to deal with. And Samoa Gyan has scored! A wonderful volleyed goal, yet another one from the danger striker. And the USA are in trouble again.
Well, the celebrations in Africa for Ghana are here in the stadium, but certainly not for the defense of the U.S. This ball played in behind. Gian does so well to split the center backs. The bump from Bocanegra is not enough. And there's a strike over Tim Howard. What a finish. You've got to give him credit to Gian. He made definitely something out of nothing. It was a harmless ball played forward, but he penetrated, really anticipated that ball, and he stayed with it all the way and finished. Not what the U.S. was looking for to start off this extra time.
That is a magnificent goal from Asamoah. Gian puts it on to 3.
That was a nostalgic moment, and as they always say, nostalgia is life in the past lane. So we are hoping that, or should we be believing that Ghana would be living up to expectation on come June 16th against the USA. Will we do it again, or they would be looking for a revenge against us? They won't sit and wait for it to be third time lucky. They would be saying, hey, these Ghanaians have to be put somewhere, and so I'm sure they're preparing for us. But I am also sure that Kwesi Appiah's boys are up to the task, and they will have one against the USA again come the 16th of June. Fingers crossed. And I'll take some comments that I've been dropping in on social media now, because back to the question that I was asking you, whether you think that Coach Appiah should play his starting 11 against the USA today, or he should just go out there and then go have some fun with the boys, because people actually see these games as preparatory matches. They are not scoring after all, and so we shouldn't put our backs into it and risk injuring our players, our best, who are going to represent us. So what they're thinking is that, hey, go take it easy, go knock them dead with something if you can, and then come and sit down and wait for the games themselves. After all, like I said before, they don't matter. They don't count in rating you in any way, shape, or form. But your comments have dropped in, and I would like for all of us to go through them together, as we always do. So the precursor has already been set to ask those questions. You started talking to us. 43 comments have already dropped in the last 5 minutes. You guys are really getting interactive, and I am truly grateful for that. Let's start with the first ones first. And who begins? Newton Jefford begins with us tonight, and he says, if Ghana cannot beat South Korea, what's their business in Brazil? Who else can they beat in the group games? Today's game is very important for Ghana to prove that they are ready for the World Cup. Go Ghana, go Black Stars. That is to say that you think Ghanaian tactics are superior to that of the South Koreans, and so we should be able to beat them tonight. Roland has sent a long one. Good evening, Marion. I don't think Dr. Appiah should use our starting 11 at the World Cup to start with this match today, just because our opponents will also be watching the game, just to take notes of our weak points and use that to excel for the next page. So, as for me, if I were, I'm sure you're saying, Dr. Appiah, this would be the right time to test the reserve players in order to track the best ones who can replace the starting 11 in case of injuries or a player suspended for the next match. And also, I think that this is another opportunity for him to test goalkeeper Adam Cross's fitness after his comeback from that injury he suffered. For all you know, these Koreans have been bribed by our opponents to injure our best players in this match just to make us perform poorly at the World Cup. Anyway, Marianne, you saddened me when you stopped hosting Chocolate Factory. You know you're one of the finest journalists I've ever loved, so why always hurt me by leaving programs? You get me glued to. I think I should address it here also, since you have brought it up. Like I said yesterday, it wasn't goodbye. It was rather see you later on Chocolate Factory, rather than saying a formal goodbye. And as you all know, and you have tested it yesterday, Ebby Bright is a very knowledgeable woman, and I couldn't have asked for a better replacement on Chocolate Factory for her to sit in. You saw how engaging she was, and I know she will take the show to another level. And I am here with you guys, obviously. This is my core mandate with the company, and so as much as I am trying to make other things work, I should concentrate on making JN Interactive a world-class show. And so all my efforts from here on will be to make it what it ought to be. So I'm still with the company, and you'll find me here Monday to Fridays. So we still have each other. I'm not going anywhere. Thank you for sticking and staying, though. Kennedy Asari says all the big and serious teams are using their first team, so Kwesi Appiah should do the same, so that we may know the full strength of our team. That's what you are hoping would happen tonight at 11 p.m. Christian Salvo says 3 days to the World Cup. Well, good evening, Marian. I think that yes, Coach Kwesi Appiah must use his first 11 so that we can access the team properly. As for scoreline, I think that is very vital because the team must do well today by hook or crook. We must not accept any excuse. They must beat South Korea by all means. Go Black Stars, go! And you're following hashtag Go Black Stars. Eric Jemfi says Ghana all the way. And I know, of course, being a Ghanaian, you definitely wouldn't want South Korea to beat us, even if it's a non-grading friendly. Paul says never should he use his first 11. But please tell Dr. Kwesi Appiah that he should never use Kwadwo Asamoah as a left back. If he has forgotten, he should watch the 2012 Champions League against, again, between Real Madrid and Juventus and see what Cristiano Ronaldo did to Kwadwo Asamoah when Antonio Conte used him as a left back. Okay. Abdullahi Abdul Razak sending this in from Tamale. I think Dr. Kwesi Appiah should use his starting 11, but they must be cautious in order to avoid injuries. Also, winning this match will boost our morale in camp. Go Black Stars, go! Safianu Husseini says the team performance tonight does not count, but we should try and win in order to have confidence before meeting USA. Felix Kweku Jermaine confirmed Ghana's starting lineup against South Korea. Futau Dauda, Harrison Affle, Kwadwo Asamoah, Jonathan Mensah, John Boyce, Sule Muntari, Kevin Prince Boateng, Rabiu Mohammed, Asamoah Jan, Abdul Majid Waris, Andrea Yu. Kickoff is at 11 p.m. Ghana time. And thank you for being my backbone. At least you have given me the lineup. It wasn't up then. Now it's up. At least you shared it with us. Saki says, Masa, we need everything. The results and the performance all count. Kudos says, technically, Ghana will not qualify, but as a concerned citizen, I'm praying that Ghana will bring the cup back. Really? Ken Amwakon says, he should use the first 11 and results matters. I will not be watching it anyway because our lights is off. Oh, you're sending this from Peki in the Volta region. Who knows? Between now and 11 p.m., you may have lights. Fingers crossed. Be a bit optimistic. You never know. Kwame Delali says, I don't buy the idea of using the starting 11. If we try it, let us all accept the results of injury because this match will not take us anywhere. That's what you're trying to say. I will be watching. Bunty Benjamin sending this in from Kumasi. I wish the Black Stars the best of luck and urge the coach to concentrate on every game. Nelson Kweku Danso, where the so-called ambassadors able to raise as much money from the Black Stars as is being spent on them. We are never serious as a people. How many ambassadors will the USA have sent? These people are not even torchlights. They are not torchlights, so you don't even want them to be seen as ambassadors. So King Adam says the coach should use his first 11 to start the game tonight. We expect the team to play well and win the game, but I don't think we should use it to judge their performance in the World Cup. And Kareem says, decentralize your video blog to the other regions. Okay, speaking of which, the idea of WhatsApp, Kareem, is that once the post is up, all you need to do is to record rather than send a message via Facebook or a text message via WhatsApp. You can send videos through WhatsApp. That is why that WhatsApp number was created, so that you get to send in your videos in advance of the show, so we can pre-produce, pack it all together as one long video blog from wherever you're sending it in from and play it. So now at least you know you can do that. So wherever you're watching us from, you're hearing me from, once you know what we're talking about, record a video and send it through WhatsApp to us, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, so that we can play it out. And so it won't just be your text comments, but it will be your video comments in our video blog. So it doesn't matter. Our cameras need not catch you. Your camera can catch you and send it to us, but make sure that the video you're sending us is a good one. The quality is not compromised, so that we can play it on air live for everybody to see you talking to us. How about that? So that, I'm sure, has been done and dusted. We're waiting for our video blogs to drop in so that we can take them. Saina says, please, what time is the game? The game tonight is at 11 o'clock p.m. Atta says, when is kickoff? I have already said that. I'll be concentrating on both the performance and the goals. Okay. Apenkrom Meshak says, I think performance matters. We need performance based on teamwork and a positive attitude if we are to qualify from our group for the next stage. Go Black Stars. Ayin Tara says, we do not want any more injuries before the World Cup. I think the performance and scoring count a lot now. Go Black Stars, go for the cup. We are here for your victory. Michael says, it shall be well. Go Black Stars, go. Kareem, Black Stars, please stop giving hypertension. You're sending this in from Wa. As if they love you. What kind of a name is this one? Hey, Massa. As if they love you says performance, keke. So you just want performance, okay. And Husa Al Hassan sending this in from Tamale says, a win will be a confidence boost for the coach and team. The coach should feature the best 11 in this game, followed by substitutions. I'm sure that's what you want to say. Bernard says, yeah. This centralize your video blogs to the other regions. I have said that already. You can actually send in your video blog from wherever you're sending it in. We will take it live on the show. And we've been asking you, should appear use the starting 11 for the USA game tonight, so that at least we can test their performance. Yes, no? What do you think? Let's take a listen to our video blog.
Oh, I'm concentrating on the result, because in the first group, we have our, I believe, as a prophet of God, I believe that in the first group, Ghana will take their 6 points.
Well, I believe, as every coach, it was appropriate for the coach to use his first 11 for any friendly match, because he's going into a tournament. So him knowing his first 11 will help him to strategize for the main tournament. But I believe the coach knows what he is doing. Maybe he's not so sure or too sure about certain players. So I believe in a friendly match like this, can use some of these players to test their readiness, match readiness for the main tournament. So I don't think it's supposed to be a pressure on him. He knows what he's doing, he knows what's best for the country and for him as a coach. So if he uses any normal players for the today's friendly, it's okay.
I don't think it's too much of something that we need to stress on. I believe at the end of the day, what we want is we want to see a formidable side that can play well. Each player there, the 23 players that we have there, they are all good, as we all know. And every coach and with his strategy that he used for his matches. And if we are saying that compulsory, he has to use the final 20, the final 11, or the team that we think we will use in playing against USA in the first match. I don't think it should be something like a pressure on him. it should be, I mean, his own view. We should respect his view. What he thinks can help us to, I mean, move forward. That is what we need to do. We don't need to tell him by force he needs to use the first 11. What if he uses the first 11 and at the end of the day he doesn't get what he wants? He knows what he wants in the friendly matches, so we should allow him to do what he thinks is the best that can lead Ghana to the victory that we all want. So I don't think it's so much of a necessary. It's so much necessary for us to do that.
I'm very happy if Kwesi uses his first 11, because that will make us know the team that is going to use for the World Cup. But if you look at all the other teams from Europe and South America, they are all using their first 11. So I'm very happy if Kwesi uses his first 11. Then Ghanaians will know that this is our first 11. Maybe Kwarase, Impost, Arisnafo, Opare, John Boy, and ACN. All that is to be at the defense. ACN, to the defense. Maybe Ajman Bedu, Rabiu Mohammed, Efi Akwa, Dede Ayu, Asamoah, you know, all of them should be in the first 11. So I will see that this is our team for the start. But if you don't put in our first 11, I know some of the players will be very don't feel comfortable to play. Maybe don't want to get injured because how Jakam got injured. But in football, there's injury. Whether like it or not, you'll be hurt. So they shouldn't think about the injuries, but go all out with the first 11, play their best, and win this match. Well, this match, if they win against South Korea, it will motivate the team, to motivate us to the World Cup itself, and maybe we can win our first match. Well, our first match is very, very important. Against USA is very, very important. But USA, we have scored them twice, and they'll be coming all out to beat us for the third match. But I don't think USA can beat Ghana in football because they play basketball, rugby, and other sports. But football is for Ghana. As of football, Ghana will beat USA for the third time, and I trust in the Black Stars. But Kwesi should use his first 11. Thank you very much.
And he summed it up nicely for us. Final comments before we wrap up for today. John Mensah says, go Ghana, go Black Stars. I wish them the best tonight. So do we. And Kojo says, what time, please? 11 o'clock p.m. sharp, I'm hoping. Gilbert's from Sunny Desi from Bogatanga. Performance is better than results. Doe Debris sending this from Binti. I think they should improve this time. I think they should improve this time to boost. I'm sure you want to say they should use it to boost and consolidate the ever-desired morals of Ghanaians than what happened last time. Ghana, we proud of you. Good luck to all of them. Last comment before we wrap up. Affiliate Benjamin, the outcome matters to inspire Ghanaians and the team. Fantastic. And thank you for all the comments that have come through. This is where we drop it for today on the show. Prince is back. We can wrap up the show together. Welcome back.
Thank you. And I'm hearing that Canadians are rooting for us because they don't play soccer. So
can you imagine?
They decided to join.
Yes. But you see, if anything at all, the Americans are their neighbors, and so they should actually be going for them.
Well, they are excited that Ghana would do what it did in 2010, and they are really expecting more because soccer is not really their thing.
You see?
But America is there, so they should beat America or something like that. Anyway, 11-man squad.
Of course. That's why we drop the curtains, but stories to expect in News at 8 with Israel Lai. The Institute of Economic Affairs is also asking government to hold on with the upcoming referendum on proposed amendment to the 1992 Constitution until the electorate, I beg your pardon, thoroughly understands what they are being asked to vote on.
And also tonight on News at 8 with Israel Lai, the Bonafo Regional Security Council will from Monday be operating a military base at Dokochina near the Bui Hydroelectric Dam to discourage illegal mining near the facility.
Yep, that's it for today.
That's it. We need to go.
We need to go. Yeah, congratulations, by the way. Well done, my brother. Thank you. You've done well. So that's why we dropped the curtains on today's show. My name, as always, is Maria Toure.
And I am Prince Maker.
Enjoy the rest of our shows. Good night.